Hello everybody, 'tis another week, 'tis another grind show, a Saturday show based on things that are happening next week in Marvel Contest of Champions, the Swipe Swipe Tap Tap game, and we talk about those things and make sure you're well informed and prepared, because it could be a case of, hey, you got to level up one day this week and you're like, well, I'll do some rank ups here. Those particular things right the way through to, did you know on Friday of next week is your last day in order to get those season 35 rewards by being in an alliance. Didn't you not know that? Well, this is why we've got the grind show. Make sure to go to the link in the description. It will take you to Frontline MCOC. This is what a lot of the stuff is created for this show, which is the MCOC calendar, an amazing resource, as well as loads of different things from crystal trackers, guides, right the way through to anything happening in MCOC in the foreseeable week, side quest guides, you name it, it's your one-stop shop. Frontline MCOC, link in the description down below. But let's get down to business with Saturday. On Saturday, there should be a level up event. Now, I've just started putting in these 22-hour events into the grind show for the Saturday. This is the first week I'm going to be doing it. And you should be seeing, if I've got my timings right, a level up event on the day of Saturday. It will be a case that this could be like different time frame for different people, but effectively for most people, it will be seen as a Saturday based event. So do look out for that. Also, summoner objective, something you need to be very wary of is making sure you do these. Whether or not you're just doing a little bit of content here and there, it does mean this will pop up. Make sure to claim it, because there's no auto claim in game. Now, we did talk about in the news that this may be a feature in the future, but make sure to go back and claim every single day. And the final thing that's on for a Saturday, as it normally seems to be, is an alliance war. And do bear in mind, we are mid-season at the moment and rocking and rolling. On Sunday now, and hopefully again, if I've got my days right with the rotation of things, we should be seeing a cool little arena wins 22-hour solo event. So do bear in mind, I could have got these things wrong. I didn't spend as much time just to like calculate the kind of like time frames of when they finish. But in a nutshell, for some people it will be, for some people maybe not, because I can't do different time zones. It just would be so much work. But in any case, there might be an arena wins on at this time. So you could be looking to, I don't know, grind out an arena that's kind of out. And I think there is one that goes into that. If not, just do the kind of the shard one that drops on Sunday night. That may be good for kind of like picking it up. And also another reminder, make sure to claim your special summoner event once you've done it, because hey, you don't want those things backing up, because it's going to spell trouble. And there's nothing else on for Sunday, so I'd recommend just doing some content. Like if you're not doing anything too important, is just, I don't know, auto fighting through normal difficulties, getting up some of those units. It's probably the best thing to do, or catch up with the side quest if you haven't done it already. On Monday, usual reminder, summon objective, go and get it whilst it's hot, because it's there. Event quest completion might be on this day, maybe like earlier on or later on in the day. We've also got the refresh of the Black ISO market for those that spend in game and have the Summoner Sigil, which does see a reset for the featured 5-star and also the featured 6-star. Do bear in mind that we are coming close to a new refresh of that particular crystal, so they're going to see a new 6-star featured very, very soon. So do bear in mind that's going to be important for you going, oh, okay, well, this is the refresh time. Do I want to do hit? Blah, blah. You know, those kind of things. Do I want to save my shards? Blah, 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 blah. You know the kind of the drill with that one. It's also going to be round 2 of Gorr the God Butcher and Sentinel's Arena. So do bear in mind, we will do a predictions and results for that first round. We've also got AQ Enlistment, which will be on Monday as well. As soon as it ends, it starts off back again. Alliance Wars is on as well. And there's going to be a nice little Alpha Catalyst Arena for those that want to do that. And do bear in mind, any of these ones here, the Catalyst Clash-based arenas, whether it's Alpha, Catalyst, or Basic, it's always a nice opportunity just to get in there and grab those 30 units. That's kind of like one of my main kind of goals, is going to just get in there, 500k points, grab 30 units, and it's done. It does mean it's extra units than some of the other ones there, but I've been questing mainly. I just like to grab those 30 units because I can get them really, really quick. On Tuesday now, we might see a hero use. If again, I've got my kind of like my days right on these particular things. For some people in some part of the world, maybe. Some people on the other side, again, maybe. We've also got Alliance Quest, which will be on as well. A new cycle will indeed kind of like go full force. And as well, make sure to grab your Summoner objective. Get it done, claim it, and don't have to worry about it. Man, that's annoying at times. On Wednesday, again, the usual solo event should be level up. If again I've got it right, Summoner Camp. Make sure to grab your objective. My God, those objectives. Eternity of Pain Week 3 will be on. So, you know, good luck with that one. Make sure to collect info of like decent counters, because, you know, you'll need them towards the end of the event to kind of figure out the best way to take this down. And also, like when it comes to the kind of gauntlet at the end, we've also got side quests entering 2 weeks before it's going to expire. I've gone through a point where I haven't really kind of grinded out too much. As you can see, at the point of recording this video, I've got 6 more to kind of like to do in it, and there will come a point where I've bought everything. And one top tip I have said with this particular store is make sure to go to the store, buy the most expensive things first, or the things that are kind of the best things that you can get. Go down and down and down and down, and then it's a case of going, do I go any further? And that's kind of the main thing. Do I need to go any further? And I think a lot of people will stop, especially if you're Paragon, Thronebreaker, and Cavalier players. You'll probably reach a point where just going, right, well, I've grabbed all the things I need to now. I don't know really if there's any point to kind of going any further. So anyway, right. There's that. What else is on Wednesday? Well, we do have ourselves a nice little Tier 4 basic arena, so it will then re-roll back on. As I said, good little opportunity. If you want Tier 4 basics for a lesser price, then go for it. If you're kind of worried about the extent of grind required, just go 500k, grab the units, and done. That's kind of what you need to do. There's a few battle chips on the way that could give you an arena crystal that pops open and grabs you some extra units. Who knows? It's always a mystery with those particular things. But the only other thing that's going to be on the day will be the Incursion's Milestone reset. And do bear in mind, we're coming close to a top zone refresh, but the standard Milestone reset is on for people. Now, we do have a basic arena which is on Thursday, which is Sauron, and we're not quite sure about the featured. Currently, my prediction is it to be some sort of like Thor-related character, and whether or not it's going to be Thor Jane Foster, whether or not, which I think we recently had, I could be wrong on that one. We've had Loki, we've had Gorr quite recently, so it's either going to be something like Thor Ragnarok, or it's going to be something like standard Thor, like OG Thor, Odin, Hela, you know, all those particular characters could be kind of like rolled out in this. Heimdall, for example. Well, not Heimdall, that's a bit of a long stretch there with that one. But, you know, it could be. It could be those particular characters coming in as the featured before we have to wait 2 more weeks for the next arena, for the new champion, which is Valkyrie, into the game. But in any case, I digress, and moving on. Summoner objective, remember it, and also there should be an Arena Wins 22-hour event that is on. And finally, there is an Alliance War which is on, and this is a quite pivotal day. It's a very important time because we're coming close to like the business end of the particular season. So by next week, and when Thursday drops, it is definitely coming to the end of this season. And so far, so good with Scuff, but I say that, and I think there was an attack tactics bug recently. So maybe there's been Scuff in this. There's always Scuff in Alliance Wars, sadly. And we end with Friday. There should be an event quest completion on, if there is. And as I said, if throughout these kind of like things that I've managed to get this right, I mean, this is a good tester for me, because then I can then look at next week and go, okay, well, this all kind of like transpired the way it was. It didn't. I can then balance in the 22 hours ending and just stick it to my time, the UK time, the GMT time, rather than going, it could be a case that it's this day and these time zones, and technically we're saying this day. So anyway, more on that like next week. But this will be important as well because we've got the Summoner objectives. So the Summoner event objectives, go get them, because there's no auto claim. But also we've got an Alliance Wars season reminder, and that is on Friday. It is, so you've got several days. We have got the cutoff for rewards, so the amount of participation you have to do in order to get the rewards back as a result. So make sure that if you have an last-ditch attempt, that you've just joined an alliance, recently joined an alliance, that you've done your participation on these particular things. I don't, because I don't really care for Alliance Wars anymore. I got rather bored of it like a long time ago, but I should return at some stage. Really should. Maybe if they buff the rewards, which they have been talking about in the recent MCN. So maybe. And now it comes to the point in time of the grind show where I do my grind tip, or kind of like tips of the week. And I got to be honest, I think this is the time to kind of say about fun. or find something interesting to do in game. It's one of the most easiest things for people to go, I'm tired, or I'm bored, or I'm not interested with something. I think it's good to then find your own interest or find your own thing to kind of do. And one of my things is to set little time frame targets for stuff. Like one of my targets is to 100% Cavalier difficulty by doing one of the chapters or one of the missions a day from say Wednesday when the content drops, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, blah blah blah, to Wednesday. And I achieved my target of 100% in Cavalier difficulty by 1 week. And then I have like further targets, which is then I need to auto fight through from normal to master end of that by just before the last week of the quest finishing, and then store up my energy refills. That's one other kind of like little kind of mini target. The next thing is to acquire more units, and then that's kind of like, again, I work on that in live streams and on the side. Get my units up to, I would like to say, 12, maybe 13,000 units by the end of the month. And then my final target would be to add in a Carina's Challenge into the mix. Now, sadly, Revolution is the one that I've been preparing for, the Revolution Carina's Challenges. But I might be kind of like planning. So I'll plan the Mutant Domination one, or I'll start planning the Symbiote one, because I don't have to 100% it. But, you know, that is one of these things where I don't know whether or not I want to kind of go and do that and kind of commit like fully to it. But, you know, come out to play maybe the one that's kind of like interesting. But I need to do my sums, and that's the other thing. It's just do your sums on where you can be with progression. So I'm working out on kind of like on that. But at the end of the day, I don't actually need to kind of worry too much, because Eternity of Pain, when week 3 or Eternity of Pain 2 is finished, I'll be Paragon. So at least if it's going to be a case, I'll be Paragon before it happens. I'll be Paragon as a result of it. So it's like it's quite funny. Yeah, but the main thing is finding your fun. Finding something interesting to do in game, especially if there's some things that are just not ticking a lot of boxes and you're getting very bored. Find something new about the game that you didn't know already and do, or kind of like, yeah, just get grinding in certain things. So yeah, that's really it. Find your fun, find your enjoyment, find some little targets, create little targets for yourself. I need to do incursions, and I know that Super Duper Boo has said to me about doing incursions with King Groot, and that is something we need to do. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find some time for that one and do it. That's kind of one thing that's on my list amongst many things. So yeah, find your fun, find something enjoyable, or maybe take a break. Take like a break from the game for about a week, and then kind of like go Alliance free for a little while. Take a break from the game, and then kind of come back, play some other games. You know, you don't have to make MCOC your main game. It's definitely not my main game, especially because on the second channel I do Fall Guys quite a bit now, and I am getting into Mirrorverse, but yeah, I'm just enjoying like stream life kind of on Fall Guys and enjoying that game at the moment. So yeah, find your fun, find something enjoyable about the game, find new targets, new goals and aspirations. I mean, next month and the month after, I plan to rewrite a lot of my old guides, but I do need to kind of like make sure that I can make that shift and still kind of keep the content covered for side quests for the first week as I normally do, and other stuff as well. But yeah, thank you very much for supporting this particular video. Make sure as well to check out some other content, which will be located, boom, on screen right now. And I'll see you in the next video whenever that'll be, probably later on, maybe. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.